Developments tonight on a controversial gang list here in San Diego. After 5 years of protests and lawsuits, the DA's office announced today they would be removing hundreds of names. Our attention reporter Matt Boone joins us from the Live Center with how community activists are responding to this. Matt.
Well, first, Steve, you may be asking, what is that list? It's actually comprised of suspected gang members who were included in these gang injunctions going back to 1997. What's the problem with that? Well, activists say that those names have been outdated and are sometimes inaccurate, so they've been pushing now for years to the state and the city to make changes.
This was an extensive project.
San Diego District Attorney Stephan announced they had removed 332 out of nearly 800 names from the civil gang injunction list.
As we heard from the community about the roadblocks and problems in obtaining employment and engaging with family that being on a civil gang injunction list poses.
In 2014, protests erupted over the gang list after two men say they'd been wrongfully implicated in a string of gang murders they didn't commit.
Some people were documented as gang members simply because of who they hung out with, where they hung out at, what colors they wore, and what kind of tattoos they had on their body.
Cornelius Bowser is a community activist who's fought against the injunctions. He was also a gang member in his youth, but even years after he had gotten out, police still brought up his history when he was questioned about a robbery he wasn't involved in.
When they came and I went outside to talk to them, they said, we have down here, and this was in 93, we have down here that you're a West Coast Crip.
DA Stephan says gang crime, particularly murders, is down across the county, but Bowser doesn't think the injunctions are the reason.
If an individual is going to commit a crime, they're going to do it anyway.
Instead, he says the focus should be on community outreach, admitting there's more work to be done to prevent gang violence.
This is just a small step in the right direction. This is not something that we should be totally celebrating over.
And the DA says they will continue to do yearly reviews of this list. If you think you were wrongfully on it, you can also go to their website. There's an application where you can submit your information to see if you're eligible to be taken off. In the Live Center tonight, Matt Boone, 10 News.